Let's be frank. The way most of us are taught to deal with lust is a setup for failure. It's a constant grinding battle against a relentless internal foe, a struggle that leaves many men feeling exhausted, ashamed, and ultimately defeated. We're told to fight harder and resist more or just say no. But if these strategies were truly effective, wouldn't more of us be living free from its compulsive grip? The truth is, this approach is like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. You can do it for a while with immense effort, but eventually your arms get tired and that ball will shoot up, often with more force than before. What if I told you that the relentless struggle itself is the problem, and that truly neutralizing the destructive power of lust, or any consuming desire, isn't about a brutal war, but about a smarter, almost surprisingly simple shift in your entire approach? Today, we're dismantling the old broken model and uncovering a path that's not only more effective, but, in comparison, feels remarkably easy. Deconstructing the losing battle. Why the old ways fail us. For too long, we've operated under a few key myths when it comes to lust. Let's drag them out into the light. Myth 1. Lust is an enemy to be conquered by brute force. This is the white-knuckle approach. We treat lust like an invading army that must be met with equal and opposite force, sheer willpower. But as we've seen, willpower is a finite resource. It gets depleted by stress, fatigue, and other life demands. Relying solely on it to kill a powerful primal energy is like sending a single soldier to fight a storm. It's a strategy of attrition, where you are the one who gets worn down. The energy of lust, when simply suppressed, doesn't vanish. It often just goes underground, building pressure. Myth 2. You are your lustful thoughts and urges. This is a subtle but devastating trap. When a wave of lustful thought or sensation arises, we often fuse with it. We think, I am having these lustful thoughts, therefore I am lustful, I am bad, I am weak. This identification breeds shame and self-loathing, which paradoxically can actually fuel the cycle. Shame drives us to hide, to seek relief in the very behavior that caused the shame. It's a downward spiral. As Dr. David Hawkins often pointed out, lower consciousness states like shame and guilt actually disempower us, making it harder to overcome any challenge. Myth 3. Suppression is the ultimate goal. Many believe that if they can just squash lust down, make it disappear from their conscious mind, they've won. But this is like putting a lid on a boiling pot and expecting the pressure to just vanish. True suppression is incredibly rare. More often that suppressed energy finds other outlets, perhaps as irritability, anxiety, or it erupts in moments of weakness, leading to binges that reinforce the shame cycle. The goal isn't to become a passionless automaton, it's to become the master of your energies, not their prisoner. The path of insight and integration, the new easy way. If the old way is a dead end, what's the alternative? It's a path of awareness, understanding, and intelligent redirection. This isn't about fighting fire with fire, it's about becoming the one who understands fire. Principle 1. Awareness as an alchemical tool. Instead of immediately reacting to lust with fear or resistance, what if you met it with calm, curious awareness? Treat its arising not as a catastrophe, but as data. Get curious. Where do I feel this in my body? What thoughts are accompanying it? What triggered it right now? In many wisdom traditions, and certainly in Hawkins' work, the simple act of bringing conscious, non-judgmental awareness to an energy pattern begins to change it, to take the charge out of it. Light is a powerful disinfectant, even for the shadows in our minds. This isn't passive. It's an active, highly engaged form of observation. Principle 2. Disidentification. You are the vast sky, not the fleeting weather. This is fundamental. You have thoughts, feelings, and sensations, but you are not defined by them. Lustful urges are like weather patterns passing through the vast sky of your consciousness. The sky doesn't become the thunderstorm. It simply witnesses it, allows it to be, and remains unchanged when it passes. Practice stepping back and observing these urges from a distance as if you're watching a movie. Say to yourself, there is the energy of lust arising. Interesting. This creates a buffer, a space where you can choose your response instead of being automatically hijacked by the impulse. This observer self or witnessing consciousness is your anchor of sanity. Principle 3. Uncovering the underlying why. What void is lust trying to fill? Compulsive lust, especially when it feels out of control, is rarely just about physical release. It's often a symptom, a smoke signal for deeper unmet needs or unresolved issues. Are you feeling a lack of genuine connection? Is your life devoid of meaning or purpose, as Jordan Peterson might ask? Are you trying to escape boredom, stress, or feelings of inadequacy? When you don't have a compelling mission or a sense of profound purpose in your life, something Coach Corey Wayne often stresses as vital for men, that powerful creative energy can easily get diverted into obsessive loops. Ask yourself tough questions. What am I really hungry for when this urge hits? Often, lust is a misguided attempt to find vitality, excitement, or a temporary oblivion from a life that feels lacking. Principle 4. Channeling, not caging. The art of energy transformation. Lust is potent energy, primal energy. You can't just will it away, but you can learn to transform and redirect it. Think of a powerful, untamed stallion. You could try to break its spirit with force and cruelty, or you could learn its nature, build trust, and train it to become a magnificent, powerful ally, capable of incredible feats. This raw energy, when consciously channeled, can fuel your ambition, your creativity, your workouts, your dedication to your goals. When you are passionately engaged in building a meaningful life, in pursuing your purpose, that energy naturally flows into those endeavors. It's not about not feeling, it's about taking that intensity and aiming it at something that builds you and the world around you, rather than something that diminishes you. Principle 5. Elevating your entire operating system. Living from a higher baseline. Imagine your consciousness as an operating system on a computer. If it's an old buggy version, it's prone to crashes and malware, like compulsive urges. The ultimate solution is to upgrade the entire system. This means consciously cultivating a life aligned with higher principles: integrity, responsibility, love, peace, purpose. As Dr. Hawkins illustrated with his map of consciousness, when you consistently operate from higher energy states, the lower-level attractions and compulsions simply lose their grip. They don't resonate anymore. This involves your daily choices: what you read, who you associate with, how you treat others, the standards you hold for yourself. It's about building a life of such inherent richness and meaning that the cheap thrills of compulsion look pale and uninviting in comparison. Why this new way feels easy in comparison? Now, when I say easy, I don't mean effortless or requires no discipline. I mean it's easier than the soul-crushing, dead-end battle of constant resistance and self-condemnation. It feels easy because you're working with your nature, not constantly warring against it. It's about intelligence and finesse, not brute, exhausting force. You drop the immense burden of shame and self-judgment, which frees up incredible amounts of mental and emotional energy. Each small step of awareness and conscious redirection builds self-efficacy and inner peace, creating a positive feedback loop. You're not just killing lust, you're building a better, more fulfilling life from the inside out, and the problematic desires naturally fall away as a side effect. Mastering desire, especially one as potent as lust, isn't about becoming less than human. It's about becoming more fully human, more fully conscious, more fully in command of your own inner world. It's about shifting from being a slave to your impulses to becoming the architect of your experience. This path, awareness, disidentification, understanding your deeper needs, channeling your energy and elevating your life, is available to you. It is a path of self-mastery that brings not just freedom from compulsion, but a profound sense of peace and empowerment. And when you walk it, you'll find that what once seemed like an impossible struggle can indeed become surprisingly and liberatingly simple.